Power hour. It's the what? Power hour. It's the who? Power hour. Yeah. Blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Power hour. It's the what? Power hour. It's the who? Power hour. Yeah. Blacks, Hispanics, and
In early 1934, the workers of Puerto Rico's entire sugar industry were striking. Now, remember, that's profound because we went over an earlier episode where we spoke about how what you know as Domino Sugar today was built on the back of Puerto Ricans, all right? The premier sugar producer was built on the back of Puerto Ricans and on the United States coming in there and taking over after the Spanish-American War. And I'm not talking about 400 years ago. I'm talking about 100 years ago is when all this stuff went down. All right. So this is prevalent. Sugar was the thing. They converted many fields into that. That was the main crop that they had going on there for them. Right. So it says against not only their employers, but their own labor leaders. Without consulting the rank and file, the Federación Libre del Trabajo, the Free Federation of Workers, had signed an island-wide labor agreement whose terms did little for laborers and left their wages virtually unchanged. They got sold out by their own people. The Federation leaders, most of them comfortably ensconced in the Puerto Rican government, had sold out the workers because, like you said, they probably went in with good intentions and they partook of what was there. And we're going to find out. We're going to get insight into what was offered to them to sell their people out. All right? That Judas spirit, those traitors that are there. You smiling. You got something.
No, because I'm thinking about like when I watched The End of Poverty, he talked about you can either follow what we want with the jackals, or they will send the subversives in first. That's what happened with these union guys here. That you speaking about the
Federation yeah, the
leaders.
union for the
those are the
sugar plantation
union
workers.
guys. So
Yep.
the subversives is what caused them to be turncoats. You know.
Yep, that's
You know,
exactly.
and they didn't even have to send in the jackals.
Nope, they didn't even have to do that. Yep. And so on January 11, 1934, the sugarcane workers of Guayama reached out to a new leader. They asked Pedro Albizu Campos, as head of the Nationalist Party, to address an assembly of 6,000 people today. And this was the turning point. This is when he became a problem after this speech. So let's go to the next page, 117. We're going to read about that. You'll see a picture of him in the speech there, right? It was a hot Friday night in the Plaza Pública Cristóbal Colón. A breeze from the nearby Atlantic barely stirred the palm trees of the Guayama town square as a man wearing a black jacket, white shirt, and black bow tie stepped up to the Nationalist platform. He understood that appearance was important, that you needed to represent yourself. Yes, he didn't have a royal purple garment like we have, but he understood that he wasn't going to go up there in a T-shirt. He wasn't going to go up there sloppy. He went up there.
He understood imagery.
He understood it. He understood the imagery. Because remember, we're talking about the revolutionary spirit. Don't get lost on that. We're highlighting this particular brother to show you the same elements that you see our bishop push, our deacons push, and the stuff that we've been doing.
Even back in the old school, the flyers, the regular flyers that you would give out, that was redone. And I was telling Bishop, I said I actually have some of the original flyers of the ones that he designed way back then. Neat, beautiful, even by today's standards.
Hey, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna tell you something. Dealing with the flyers, and Captain Parham's a stickler on this. Just the way it's folded and held as you present it to them. Shows you something. Some brothers have it all here rolled up. They're sweating on it. It's dirty.
Right.
When we out in camp, Parham's always like, listen, you should hold it like this. Hold it a certain way.
Right.
And you notice we're the only dummies who would bark against that because Nation of Islam, they hold their paper that way too.
Exactly. Not only that, what's this other group? Jehovah's Witness.
Yep.
I'm sure that they have daggone documents that tell them to hold it a particular way.
Yes. Do you know that their stands and their carts are proprietary? You cannot find their carts for their literature.
Wow.
I was trying to look for it because I thought it would be good for like little drop-down flyer missions because it's on wheels.
Right.
And we could bring a bunch of literature with us. You cannot find anything remotely close to it. I'm sure if we got up close and personal with one, a brother could probably building.
Right.
You cannot buy
So
that
they
particular
basically
thing.
called it- they-
Is
they
proprietary,
called
and they
it-
don't sell it.
Right.
The hell is this?
And they and they don't sell it. No, these are those little nuances.
Yeah. Because they pay attention to the detail of imagery.
Yes. These are those
And they
little
wanted to corner the
nuances.
market on it.
And the point is, all those things are necessary for a revolution.
Exactly.
That's the reason we've been going over this theme in this series, is to show you all these things that all revolutions and all revolutionaries had in common. And if we can learn from that and add the thing that was missing from their movements, we're unstoppable.
Lego.
Israel is back.
We back.
Israel is back.
We
got
back.
the nations running scared because Israel is back. All lies on us because we keeping them laws.
Keeping them
When the
laws.
Lord return, Babylon will
Babylon
fall.
go
Precepts solid. We got them on lock.
Got 'em on lock.
God's chosen people with Christ as our rock. Israel is back.
We back.
Israel is back.
We back.
You heathen, get ready for our whip to crack.
Damn.